Hello, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's leave this wretched place. Okay, I missed this. Anyway, move a little bit faster please, we don't have all day. Tumak? Yeah, there's droids here. Everyone, there. Hey Tumak, I need you.
I'm on the trail. Arthur, Ross.
Oh yeah, that helped. Right, everyone kill him.
Arthur.
Oh yeah, good hit. Now that I can't take them all at once, I just don't think there's a need for that. Okay, try to take this one down. Okay. Oh, that honestly helped.
I'm here.
Hence again, he finished them off. Good.
Laying low. Yes?
You're gonna keep following me, aren't you? Just finished it off.
I'm here.
Good. Aim for this one next.
I'm here.
Try to paralyze it.
That didn't work! Need to try something else!
Earth elementals. Honestly.
I'm here.
Right, Tumak, move forth again. I think you just lost your trump card there. Brilliant hit there. Not certain if it affected him or not. Third? No, apparently you missed.
That's it! That didn't work! Need to try something else!
Paralyze it. Oh, it's not paralyzed, but it's dead, so that's even better. Never could the Picas accord that their chiefs. Can a people find order when sunset brings darkness, but never a map in the stars of the sky? What is this? Potion of Iron Skin, damage reduction until hit or critically hit.
Keeping an eye out.
Careful, I bet there are traps here. Seems like a perfect location for it. No? Okay. Itumak, why don't you go over there? Bet more droids. Oh, Spolings, haven't seen you guys in a while. Ah, it missed. Cool. Stay there to Mac. Make sure they don't pass over there. Is one of you down? Bizarre, protect it to Mac, please. That's a good girl.
Hey.
Yeah, I did. Good shot.
That's it.
That blunderbuss, you're amazing, you know that? Hey, why? Everyone
I'll take
here?
a look. You're quite friendly, aren't you? I'm here.
Okay, I don't see any more sporelings. It's fine, but there are those... What's it called? Spores? Dank spore. Okay, everyone, rush him.
Die!
It's almost dead. Come on. Good. Next one. What the? Swamp spore. This is something new. Seriously? Got confused and decided to attack me.
You're not getting through me.
I'm on the trail.
Oh, hello there, trap. Did the plant set those up? Really? Don't get me wrong, I mean, I know you can kill, but just not like that. It's like you're not that much more powerful than before. Where's it, Mac? Confused with them, mate. The dark spores, I think, are easier to kill.
Have a look at this.
You know, I'm gonna send you in first. Seems like there are a lot of traps in here. Snake. What's wrong with you? Frenzy. And confused. Stop it.
Didn't work.
Bizarre,
Need to try something else.
please try to stop him.
Oh, that's going to leave a scar. Oh,
What the hell?
that's going to leave a scar.
It was overkill.
Aim up.
You
Over
stop
me, you
doing
fool.
that. And where are you going? No, don't shoot the puppy.
Leave,
How
leave
long?
it to me.
1 second more. Finish it.
Yes. Die!
I'm here.
Please kill him with that.
These
Did you miss him? He wasn't moving. How did you miss him? Okay, take him down. Switch that weapon, damn it. Okay, now you're confused. That means that he can't touch you.
Yes?
Oh, well, you need to rest, mate.
Yeah?
Spores. Okay.
Need something? All done. Understood.
Fine stiletto.
All done. I'll stay out of sight.
Right, let's go downstairs. I might need to rest here. Oh, this is not going to be a boss battle at all now, is it? That was weird. Ooh, good hit. Stay in the back. Alot, you stay in the back.
Yes.
Shot with this.
Look at that. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
That didn't work. Need to try something.
Guess I was wrong. Nice.
Laying low.
Just stay silent. A series of pictographs, simple but clear, are carved on the column in this alcove. Figures of a man and a woman, with their arms raised, are carved into the top of the column. Suits of armor in the same pose have been chiseled into the bottom.
Hey! Look what I found. They got Sagani.
Right.
Oh, great. Go in.
Scratches.
Die!
Really?
Ready, Watcher.
Swollen eye, she'll be fine with that. You know, the only one who actually got really hurt was Alot, and yet he has never been knocked unconscious.
Quiet.
Take point.
Have a look at this.
Phantoms, eh? Go for it. Don't allow him to pass. Let's run him down.
I'm here. Not a sound.
Alright, Atamak. Go over there. And paralyze. Great.
That's for my friends.
Nice kill.
I'll take a look.
Okay, Tumak, stay there. Oh. Oh, will-o-wisps, wonderful. That's one of you down. He's gonna survive, no worries about that. Are you confused? No. Then use that.
I'm here.
Everyone else, target this guy. And that obviously worked. No, don't do that. Attack this one on this guy. Thank you.
I'm here.
Good, Ixmac, good.
Quietly now.
A column of photographs shows a man and a woman standing in a line, descending into a pool. The figures that emerge below and stand with outstretched arms and triumphantly scream expressions. This one was down.
Dead on. Quietly now.
You can tell me what those things are?
Hey,
4 egg-shaped stones sit atop a short, narrow pedestal, all faces on the altar, in the middle of the room. An image in the alcove depicts a row of pale stones surrounding a suit of armor. Something flows from the stone and into the armor, imbuing it with golden halo. Thanks for describing that. I couldn't see it with my own eyes. Oh great, small rained lights. Wonderful. Spectre. Get out of here, everyone over there. Itmak. Oh Chase, go there. Try to stop every single one of them. Nothing I tried. What's wrong with you? Why is he still not dead?
I'd be glad to.
Kill him! Good.
I'm here.
Focus. Is that the last of them? Good.
I'll stay out of sight.
Two more specters. I know. You did your part. Attack him here.
Hey,
I'm here.
that didn't work. Need to try something else. Hey,
Try as you might.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Oh yeah, keep killing the phantom. That's a great idea.
I'm no help here.
Just make sure you kill him before he takes down Itmak. Good work, everyone.
Quietly now.
Alright. Leaving their bodies on the offering their souls and forsaking the weakness of the flesh. And felling the bone, the barbarian godless succumbed at last. An ingredient key. Let's take that. A man and a woman carved into the Etruscan Adra. Pour the contents of a vase. Okay. Itumak, move.
On the hunt.
Yeah, I'm immune to piercing damage. Why don't you attack this guy? Then attack this one. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not a sound.
More flasks of water. Not just water, magical water.
I can do that. I can do that. All done.
That's why we didn't pick that key. Okay, slow. Yeah, use that.
Ready, Watcher.
Attack him.
Hey.
Take this one down. You help him.
Need some? Consider it dead.
Thanks for that game. Primal water. 8 stacks of them.
I'll tinker with that. What could go wrong?
Slow and silent.
Oh yeah. It's back another job for you. Huh, they missed. Well, they hit some at least. Really? Which one are you trying to attack? Either.
I'm no help here.
For answers!
Okay.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
My bow's ready.
Well, are you gonna kill it or not? Really?
That one hit true.
Well, swing.
I'm here. Good shot with this.
That didn't.
Okay, try to heal him. No, okay. Let's hope he survives long enough this time. Which one? Oh, you're heading for Itumak. Great. Really?
Ready, Watcher.
I am so tired of you. Oh man, that door was no help at all.
Slow and silent.
Keeping an eye out.
Scenes from a battle appear on this column. An army of men, in lion cloth and hides, gathered in the dwarfs of a dozen, full suits of armor that loom over them. In the descending images, the armor crushed the arm. Okay. Lovely images then.
Die!
Nice one, Heather.
Quietly
You know, it'd be so great if I could actually take this hat and enchant it so it fits me and then wear it.
Blinded.
We killed him.
now. Dead on.
Good.
On the hunt.
Well, this looks like an awesome place to live in. Aqua glows from the center pillar. It seems to peel down the steps. Lumious egg-shaped stones are nestled within the rippling Adra. Great. Move.
I'll stay out of sight.
So that's the way we need to go, eh? Let's take that final key. I bet it was for one of those doors, if not the two of them. Alat, you still need to stay in the back. I don't want you to die. Speaking of that, missile trap. By the way, why are you here? You should always be on second place. There we go.
Laying low.
Move. And run.
Yes?
Alad, go back. Itimak, stay strong, my boy.
How may I help?
Okay.
Curses! Blinder than a poor pock.
Protect Itimak.
Bat!
I'll handle this one. What are you doing on the back again?
Leave it to me! Leave it to me! I'm blinder than a...
I'm here. Ready.
On it!
Can't get a good shot.
Ah!
Oh yeah, I'm the one who's flanked.
I'm no help here.
Thank you. Come on, why don't you go? Really? Good. Take the last one down as well.
It's no use.
That didn't work! Need to try something else!
Another adamant.
Laying low.
What is this? The core. Due to perception. Nice, I'm gonna keep that for now. Let's see. Maximum endurance. Intellect and resolve. Constitution, -1. All defenses +5. Grant you escape. Graces convert to misses. Intellect +2. Resolve +1. You know, I'm not actually sure who should get this. I think I'm gonna give it to you. Don't make me regret that. Right. This copper locket is the legacy of some of the ingredients early Soul experiments. The crystal inside is filled with essence of dozens of souls, while no one is entirely certain of its origin or purpose. It is believed that this was created in order for the first attempt to build a control animals. It is said that unable to get out, some of the souls have lost their sanity, while others formed a unique collective consciousness that kept the memory and talents of each alive. Those who wear it will swear they hear voices talking to them, guiding their actions. The locket is scratched and entailed, with simple nail-out patterns, and crowned based and decorated with the symbol's bare head. Upon opening the locket, I saw a six-sided crystal that appeared dark at first. However, as I gazed into it, it warms with an orange glow. Dark orange.
Quietly now.
More animals. Okay. Get him.
That didn't work! Need to try some...
Thank you.
Can't get a good shot.
And he thought he can stop me. How adorable.
Yeah?
Go on.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Did you miss? Yeah. You missed my werecat.
I'll stay out of sight.
Fighters in iron, relentless and fierce, as the thousands of souls. Okay. A breastplate? Wait. A small horn helm.
On the hunt.
Am I missing something?
How may I help?
Alot, come here.
Nice and quiet.
Okay, you know the drill, it's Mac. You first, because you're expendable. Oh, hello. Okay, everyone. Be careful. Of course. Why am I not surprised to see this thing here? Was something supposed to happen? Everyone just stay behind me.
Not a sound.
Something in the ether hums and buzzes through the teeth. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust palm in a ride's wake. Yet I felt drawn closer, whispered instructions echo in my ears, and anticipation warmed my blood. In a vision, I saw the same stone machine I approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. I would recognize rumors that some of my brethren were sent here months before, yet I saw no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestone are covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. I knew suddenly what this will cost me, and I was ready. The orders were clear. The effect of the machine in Kyle Braylag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Dyewood recently. It's so intact, the machine would need to be reactivated. Me and my companions took up our position. We shared a final look of affirmation between ourselves. They don't know my name, and I don't know theirs. But we know that we are doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matter. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grinned into motion. They rotated in opposing directions, picking up speed until they spun like fleshly grass carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone. I pressed my hand to my ears and gritted my teeth against the noise. I was about to shut my eyes when I glimpsed new movement. Rows of triangular flips around the machine opened like petals. I didn't know what's happening in the machine, but I felt tightening in my extremities. Searing pains reached through my body. A hot knife separated every tissue and ligament within me. All the while, it felt as if I was falling towards the machine, my stomach smashed against the spine. What happened next was too fast to process. I awoke from the vision to find myself kneeling in the grasp of the air. Holding my head, I let the towel between my knees come into focus. As I caught my breath, I remembered the strange scene I saw outside of Klein Liss, where several robed figures fell in mist and howling Biowick. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it's apparent that the London Key has been doing this, whenever it is, all over Dyewood. Okay, that wasn't that difficult.
Not a sound.
Any secrets for me here, please? That would be adorable. Nope, nothing.
I'll see what I can find.
Great. I heard running water and saw a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Waded to the tunnel. I took slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding myself upright, while the current tugs at my legs, the cold water left me grasping. And as it raised past my waist, I fought to control my breathing, and stream-bedded soon dropped out up under my feet, and the current pushed me out towards the tunnel with glowing force, returned to the shallows. With swift, sure stroke, I pulled myself out of the current grasp and back to safely to the water's edge behind. The stream rushed into the tunnel. A shallow bottom flickered waves just under the water's edge, but as I looked towards the tunnel, the bottom disappeared into darkness. From here, it is impossible to tell how deep the stream is. Swim into the tunnel. The current pushed me through the tunnel, faster and faster, tugging me downwards. Over my head, the tunnel narrowed and dropped, leaving only a thin pocket of air. I took a final deep breath before the current dragged me into the depths. Rays of light pierced the darkness, but the current was moving too fast, now for me to see more than flickering glimpses, as I sped up. I kept my hand in front of me and focused on avoiding the jagged rocks that appeared suddenly in the darkness. Jutting from the walls, a light winked at me up ahead. I was approaching fast, but it looked to be the mouth of the second, smaller tunnel. I might be able to reach it, but my lungs have started to ache. Grab the edge of the tunnel. I wrapped my fingers around the rock, linked the tunnel, and peered into it. It remains in the dead end, but something glimpsed amongst the rocks on the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Heather, this is for you. Heather poured himself into the tunnel, executing a death-sizing kick, while the passing narrow. At the end, he found a skeleton, with a handle producing from its ribs. Heather pulled it free and pushed off from the wall, propelling himself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling and trembling through the darkness of the tunnel, I at last saw a halo of light above me and swam to keep towards it. At last my head breathed the surface. I gulped air into my aching lungs, and I pulled myself on the edge of the pool, crawling out of the water. I looked at the cavern around me as I massaged feeling back into my aching cold, numbing limbs. I have gained an item, Rose of South Hollow. Let's take a look at that, shall we, Heather? It's not in you, no, there is. The Rose of South Hollow, a morning star, two-handed. Yeah, I thought it's some sort of amulet, but no, a morning star. Cool. Speaking of which, do you want to carry this? You have crushing and piercing, slashing and piercing. It's a morning star though. You know, keep it. We have quite a lot of weapons with crushing. Is this an exceptional weapon? Corrode damage. Damage restored as endurance. Fine accuracy plus 15 damage. Strong gun. Two-handed. Unique. Doesn't say. It should say fine, right? Yeah, there it is. Fine. Okay. Don't know why I didn't notice it before. Anyway, let's read about this adorable weapon. A young weapon with relatively short history. The rose was forged from blackened Yanward steel and topped with winkly thorny loam of petals. The morning stars resemble to its namesake doesn't end with the head. Its long faded black shaft also features small thorns along the entire lead, causing discomfort when an armored wielder. Harkon Gerst, a successful adventurer from the Red Crane Season's village of Sallowhall, had the Grantley weapon made after his friends joked about how nothing could grow into the alkaline soil of their home. Hakron used the rose to defend Sallowhall from bandits and to help his comrades kill two skydrakes who had made their lairs near the road leading into the village. When Shadowhall no longer held a wonder for them as it once had, Hakon and his friends made their way to Dyewood to seek their fortune in the ruins on El Glanfad. They have not been heard from since, and then we found this weapon. You know, why don't you keep that for now? We should get out of here. We also need to go back to Cadnua. Not bad though, this adventure. Well, it seems like we actually missed something there. Say, Heather, do you still have your quest? The Blade of Endless Path. Fragment of Scatter Fate. Faustian Ornament. There. Okay. We need to go to Dunran Row.
I'll see what I can find.
Camp equipment. We already have the max on that. A fine arbalist setting. Cool. Right, so we can actually rest right here and keep both bonuses. Okay, let's read the book for Drywood Part 5. The proliferation of animancy. Animancy, outlawed while under Adir rule, was technically no longer taboo after Howard's rebellion. Academics began its study again in the earliest 2681. By 2697, there was almost 40 academic activities researching the field, both Darewood and Valiant Republics, even though no significant result had been discovered. A tragic backthrough of sorts happened in 2704. An animancer working in Belrach accidentally shattered the soul of about a dozen volunteers who had been helping him. In retaliation for the deaths, the citizens of the area stormed his house and killed him. The Earl of the region, not wanting to waste resources or anger the locals any more than they already were, did nothing to find the head of the vigilant involved. But neither did he outlaw animancy. To ensure their own safety, most animancers moved from the rural areas, where they were studying the settled in the Defiance Bay, many of them choosing the emerging of Wealth district of Blackenberry as their new home of operations. While there were still a few breakthroughs in the study of animancy continued for the next 24 years, it quickly swelled as it became cost prohibitive and complicated, and more people learned about it. Most animancers couldn't afford to continue research without the support of donations or gifts. Make it a religion, of course. That's the best way to get money from innocent people. Most animancers couldn't afford, yeah. In 2737, some animancers desperate to continue their studies in seeing no other means of furthering their research entered the forbidden ruins of Eoglanfad to further their research. They discovered some such sites and strange artifacts that seemed to bear affinity to cell essence, and they began to probe the device to further insight. Even when continuing research, they are unable to tell quite what they were discovering. Eventually, they were found out by the Glamphatians, who captured some of them, demanding that they be punished for their crimes. The Daewoodian authorities, in order to maintain their treaties and keep the peace, had no choice. They allowed the animancers to be executed according to Glamphatian traditions. They led the Duke to make an adoption proclamation and study the practice of animancy on or even near the scattered Glantuidian sites would be punishable by death. 2780. In order to solidify relationships with the Glamphatians, the Daewoodian government allowed some animancers to begin training and experimenting in conjunction with the Glamphatian minehunters. Their native ciphers. This was an exchange of information. The animancers documented the secrets of the mine hunters. The mine hunters learned new teachings for concentration, which assisted them in taking their powers to a level no Glamphatian had seen before. The ciphers, no longer wary of animancers' intentions, trusted them to such level that they convinced the Glamphatians to give some animancers limited access to some of the training sites where the Glamphatians practiced. The Anfats of the Glamphatian tribes opened training grounds to the animancers. They were not allowed inside, as this was still strictly forbidden, but the general allowance by the Glamphatians was seen as breakthrough in relationship between the Daewodians and the Glamphatians. Over the next 8 years, the animancers' research would continue unimpeded, with the exception of some minor squabbles. There has been no major strife between the two groups for almost 120 years. Okay. This is still an exceptional weapon, though. It's still stronger than this. Keep it for now. We do need a better wand, though. Maybe. Let's go to Dunram Road. Actually, let's rest before we forget. Sure. Right. Wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. And so, let's go to Blackberry. That's 20-hour journey. Azuro, a prestigious villager, an exotic ware merchant, has arrived at my keep and requests audience. Okay? After we do this for Eder, we'll go there. Oh, assassins. Wonderful.
On the
And
hunt.
here I dare to think that we will never cross paths again. Ciphers. Okay, take them. Excellent. You're mine. Get out of here. He was well, and you stay back. Oh, come on! Fine. Be this way. You serious there? Are you confused? Yes. Good. Take him. Your turn. Focus. You. Help eat him out. Shoot at this guy. This one next. Gonna help you with this guy. Excellent, excellent. Over there. How long are you gonna be a beast for? I can't actually tell, can I?
Will do.
Oh, okay, that answers my question. Well, since you're alone, I think there's nothing wrong with just trying to detonate you a little. Oh, eat him out, come on. You're somehow not flanked.
Ready, Watcher.
Bloody assassins.
Laying low.
Took me almost 3 minutes to kill you, didn't it? So why do people want me dead? Masks of Whitaker. Let me guess. Screwed node.
Quiet.
Hey Nadine.
Gods keep you.
Yeah, whatever. Alrighty. Curran.
Gods keep you.
Hello again, my mysterious friend. I want to trace a man who might have touched this item. From one star that yes, Red Creus. Yes, I believe I can be of assistance here. The imprint isn't fresh, but it's well preserved for the most part. If you're looking for someone, your rather unusual gift may be of value here. Images can be fleeting, Your target will be easier to identify by the makeup of his soul. I will share what I see. It will be you to make sense of it. You'll pardon my presence in your mind, all for good cause, of course. Now clear your mind of all wayward thoughts. I closed my eyes and concentrated. The sun was bright in my mind's eyes, warm with pulse and collective experience, and noisy with the thoughts of the past, of battle, of fate, of hope. I drifted from the voice to voice, the thought to thought, either saw vibrant signatures with which to locate his brother. One voice stood out amidst the din, rosy and earnest, a shade bringer that others but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of this owner, but this journal is imprinted within the points of the curves of the steel sun, and in my mind it opened before me as a path stretched both southward the Gilded Vale and northward over uneven terrain that joins Darwood and Redcrest. I traced the path back to the origin, far back as I could find glimpses over the plains and the hillside, to a non-room home in the Gilded Vale, with a thatched roof and dirt floor. The path was faint here, its distance in time rendering the images blurry and detailed scarce. From the Gilded Vale it followed the road towards Manhattan Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before driving abruptly, cutting northward in Bellang and Redcrest. The path led to Redcrest City, Reggio and Altair in the Adir Imperial style. It wound towards the streets and climbed a grand set of stairs into a steady building passing through the pointed archway into what appeared to be a throne room. Upon the throne sat a man, whose head was pure light, and as its gaze turned to me, the light drowned out all else. Its voice carried the force of thunder, its words are impossible to make out, an imprint echoed of echoes. The voice and light faded, and the path bent backwards, carrying me along to a barracks, then back southward, marching to Darwood and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield the imprints vivid, and I saw Redcrest standing atop with a steel sun clenched in the hands of a fallen soldier. I saw a young man in Redcrest armor, with either straw-colored hair, raised towards the standard and lifted. The path I'd been following clear to see beneath his feet, and as his head brushed to the steel tip, I could hear his thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of the god and his country, and the brother he hopes is far away from this place. In an instant the thoughts are gone, as well as the man, and the standard is passed through another soldier. I pick the path up again. It is meandered south and distinguished in the shadows of Cad and Realak. I open my eyes.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
Your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Redcrest instead. He met Wilden there. Then he enlisted.
What'd he talk about with Widewind?
Widewind's head was a beam of light.
I figured that. Woden and me had heard enough stories from his uprising to know it wasn't just some tall tale. Doesn't mean he was Aethys. It could have been some wizard's trick. It's what they talked about that's important. What'd they say?
I don't know. I couldn't make it out.
That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Widewind? Why'd my brother fight for Raid Saris?
I wish I had something better to tell you, Edda.
I guess that's it.
We'll find some other way to know why he did what he did.
I don't think we will. What will we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
Well, to be fair, I like Edda's story. We can go now. I've seen what I needed to see. I wish I could have been more of a help. You have my sympathies. As often as an item shows us what we need to know, it will disappoint. My file are full of cases that have run cold. On bad days, I think often of leaving, applying my skills to something less confounding. Oh, that was sad. Anyway, you know what'd be great? If we do find Edgar's brother and he turns out to be a vampire. That's what they call here? Vampires. Vampire. Okay? Still like the image of a vampire though. If you ignore the clothing, they look fine. Right, anyway, I'm going to end this episode here, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.